Premier League Week 1 Recap, 2026-27 season. Welcome back, everyone. Week 1 did not disappoint. We've already got a 5-goal shocker at the Amex. Manchester United losing on the road to a promoted side. Liverpool dropping points at St James Park. And Chelsea grinding out a 5-goal thriller at Craven Cottage just last night to close out the round. The video discusses stock up and stock down awards, and previewing what's coming in Week 2. Let's get into it. The headline result, Brighton 4-0 Aston Villa. Brighton and Hove Albion absolutely dismantled Aston Villa 4-0 at the Amex Stadium. That is a statement result. Villa came into this season with real top 6 ambitions after their recent form, and instead they were picked apart from start to finish. For Brighton, this is exactly the kind of expansive, high-press football we've come to expect under their current setup. 4 different goal contributions, a completely controlled midfield, and a defense that didn't concede a sniff. If you're a Brighton fan, you could not have scripted a better start. The shock of the weekend, Hull City 2-0 Manchester United. Now here's the one everybody's talking about. Newly promoted Hull City hosted Manchester United on the opening weekend, and won 2-0. This is a huge early result. United traveled to a side just coming up from the Championship and were beaten comfortably. For a club under this much scrutiny, dropping all 3 points away at a promoted team on day 1 is about the worst possible start. Hull, meanwhile, could not have dreamed of a better Premier League return. 2 goals, a clean sheet, and bragging rights over one of the league's giants in front of their own fans. The questions for United start immediately. Is this a hangover from pre-season, a structural issue, or just one bad afternoon? Big 6 watch, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. Manchester City 2-1 Bournemouth. City got the win, but it wasn't the routine procession some might have expected. Bournemouth pushed them and pulled a goal back, so there'll be a few things for the champions in waiting to tidy up, but 3 points is 3 points to open the season. Arsenal 3-0 Coventry City. About as comfortable as it gets. Arsenal controlled this from the opening whistle against the newly promoted side and cruised to a routine home win. Exactly the kind of banana skin fixture you want to get through without any drama, and they did. Chelsea 3-2 Fulham. The last match of the round, played right here in London on Monday night, and what a way to close out Week 1. Fulham actually led at points in this game, but Chelsea kept pushing and got the goals they needed to snatch all 3 points in a proper 5-goal, back-and-forth London derby. A dramatic way to wrap up Matchday 1. So out of the traditional, big clubs, it's 3 wins from 3 for City, Arsenal, and Chelsea, but only United dropping points among them, and dropping them badly. Liverpool and Spurs, mixed fortunes. Newcastle 2-2 Liverpool. The Sunday night showpiece ended level. Liverpool will feel they let 2 points slip at St James Park after Newcastle came back to level it. A draw to open the season isn't a disaster, but away from home against a tough Newcastle side, Liverpool's title rivals will note they didn't win. Brentford 3-0 Tottenham. This one will sting for Spurs fans. A comprehensive defeat on the road at Brentford to open the campaign. No answer offered at any stage, and a scoreline that flatters no one in white. Spurs' new-look side has plenty to figure out fast, starting with a home game against Newcastle next weekend. Around the rest of the league. Everton 2-0 Crystal Palace. A clean, efficient home win for Everton at Goodison. 2 goals, no reply, and a really encouraging platform to build on. Palace will need to bounce back quickly. Ipswich Town 2-1 Sunderland. A promoted versus promoted battle at Portman Road, and Ipswich came out on top in a tight one. Good early signs for the Tractor Boys as they try to establish themselves back in the top flight. Nottingham Forest 0-1 Leeds United. Leeds, back in the Premier League, picked up an away win at the City Ground to open their campaign in style. Forest will be disappointed not to get anything from a home fixture, and it's an early alarm bell after some of the turnover at the club over the summer. So among the 3 promoted clubs, Hull, Ipswich, and Leeds, every single one of them won on opening weekend. Early table check. Brighton, Arsenal, Brentford, Everton, and Hull City all sit in the early pace group after maximum points and clean sheets or strong performances. Right behind them, Chelsea, Ipswich, Manchester City, and Leeds are also on 3 points, but having conceded at least once. Liverpool and Newcastle sit in mid-table after their draw, both on 1 point. At the bottom, it's a long list of teams starting 0 from 3 in points. Fulham, Bournemouth, Sunderland, Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, Manchester United, Coventry City, Tottenham, and Aston Villa all still searching for their first points of the season. Stock up/stock down. Stock up. Hull City, beat Manchester United in their first home Premier League game back. You cannot ask for more than that. Brighton, a 4-0 statement win that serves notice they're not just making up the numbers this season. Leeds United, an away win on their Premier League return. Ideal start. The promoted clubs collectively, Hull, Ipswich, and Leeds went a perfect 3-0-0 in Week 1. That almost never happens. Stock down. Manchester United, a damaging, low-confidence defeat away at a promoted side. The pressure is on immediately. Tottenham, thumped 3-0 at Brentford with very little to show for it. Aston Villa, a top 6 side conceding 4 without reply is a rough way to start a season with big expectations. Nottingham Forest, a home loss to Leeds raises early questions after a summer of upheaval. That's it for our Week 1 recap. Get your predictions in for Matchday 2, let us know your team of the week down below.